One of the things that people were talking about was the question of Arctic sea ice decline and positive feedbacks. Is it fair to characterize oil and gas exploration that's opened up because of declining sea ice in the Arctic and thus increasing the amount of carbon dioxide emissions in the atmosphere? Is that reasonable to consider that a positive climate feedback loop? Like another man-made feedback?
So I think that's an interesting way to frame it. I think regardless of that, the challenges are how do you provide clean energy for the country that addresses our energy security needs, while also addressing the realities of climate change. And we're really in a transition right now, and there are a lot of different things to be balanced.
But I mean, in all seriousness, just looking at it kind of from a global civilizational perspective, because this is something that, the question of Arctic drilling is certainly not a solely United States one, but a global one.
Absolutely.
And you just look at it from the kind of the basic carbon budget question, and the reserves that are potentially locked up there.
And
if we go,
means greater access to reserves for gas and oil.
And is it fair to say that the increased production of oil and gas means less sea ice?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, that's what's driving the.
And are there any plausible civilizational risks to a world without Arctic sea ice?
Well,
either
directly
because of
it. It has huge implications for the global system, and one of the reasons people are legitimately concerned about melting of sea ice are the uncertainties associated with the consequences of that for the rest of the planet. We're entering a no analog world here. We've never experienced the kinds of changes that we're seeing now in the Arctic and elsewhere. And we don't fully understand what the consequences of that are going to be.
Thank you.
I've got to run.
Yep.